Hey guys, so today I'm here with the Deegan 38 front bumper LED floodlights fitting all 2007 to 2018 JK and 2018 and up JL Wranglers. So if you've already upgraded to the Deegan 38 front bumper and you're looking to complete that package, these LED floodlights are going to be a great option to take a look at. So these are going to be roughly $150 on the page, and like I said, they're going to be specifically designed for this front bumper. So in comparison to other options, they are very averagely priced. However, these are going to be designed a little bit differently. So in comparison to other 3-inch LED cube lights, those are usually going to be for a spot beam pattern. You do already have those mounted up to the front with the front bumper package, so adding a flood beam on the side is perfect for a wide spread on the outside for that extra peripheral visibility like I mentioned. So I personally think if you're looking to complete that package while also getting a ton of functionality out of some extra lighting, that these are worth that extra price. So install is going to be a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. You're going to need a couple of hand tools to get the job done, and you're going to need to do some basic wiring. However, it's very easy, so speaking of the install, let's jump into that now. The tools that I used for my install were a 3/8" drive ratchet, a 1/4" drive ratchet, a 10mm open-ended wrench, a 12mm and 10mm deep socket, a 5mm and 4mm Allen key, and a T40 Torx bit. So in order to get our KC lights in, we do need to take our bumper off, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. So in order to install our KC lights, we do need to take off these back plates. They're going to be on either side, and I'm going to use a 4mm Allen key in order to do that. So you're going to have a button head bolt on either side. Now we can do the same thing on the other side. So before I go ahead and install these, I did want to tell you guys a little bit about them. So these are going to be very functional with the lighting as well as very durable. These are going to put off about 2200 raw lumens, making them very bright, and the color temperature is going to be a crisp white color at 6000 Kelvin. So these are also going to be very durable. They have a 6063 die-cast aluminum housing and a Lexan lens. So if you were to take a hit with these on the trail, they will definitely be able to stand up. They also have an IP69 rating, which is one of the highest IP ratings. So any water or dust would not be able to get in and hurt your LED lights. I also like the fact that these are flood pattern. So they're mounted up to the outside of the bumper, so they are going to have a different beam pattern than a spot that is directly straight, so these are going to help out with a lot of peripheral visibility. Let's go ahead and grab our hardware and go ahead and install these. So making sure that it's oriented the correct way, we're going to send it through the front here and line it up with the existing bracket. After it's lined up, we can take our provided bolt and stick that through. Then grab our provided nylon lock nut and thread that on. After that's in place, we can grab a 5mm Allen key and a 10mm wrench and go ahead and tighten that down. Now we can do the same thing on the other side. Now we can go ahead and put our bumper back on and install our wiring harness. So what we can do now is attach our wiring harness, but first we need to pop our hood. So what we're going to do first is send our connectors that are going to be connected to our KC lights down behind our grille. There will be a pass-through between the grille and the inner fender liner. So we're just going to pass that through, and then you should be able to reach up from the fender liner and go ahead and grab your connector. There will be a longer connector for the driver's side and a shorter one for the passenger side. So once that's through, we can set this on the bumper for now. We're gonna connect those at the end. Now we can connect our leads to our terminals. I'm going to start with the positive first. You'll need a 12mm socket. Take off one of these accessory bolts. So after our positive is connected, we can move over to our negative battery terminal. And after our leads are connected, we can move over to our switch and pass that through our firewall. So if you have an automatic JL, there will be a spot to pass these wires through underneath your brake cylinder. However, we have a manual here, so there is no spot underneath our master cylinder. So what we're gonna do is take off this cowl and run the wires through here inside to our cab area. So I'm gonna use a T40 Torx bit in order to take off these 4 Torx bolts holding on our cowl. So if you don't want to pass these through the cowl, what you can also do is drill a hole in your firewall and pass them through that way. So what I'm going to do is just pull this off. Take our wires, pass that through, and tuck that over there. And then we can just reinstall our cowl. So the switch that's provided is the type of switch that will not be able to stick onto anywhere in your interior, so you may have to drill a hole in your interior or DIY something up in order to attach this to your cab area. We're just gonna place this in here for now. We're not gonna drill into our JL, and we're gonna go ahead and attach our wires down at our KC lights. So the shorter lead on your wiring harness is gonna go to the passenger side. So we're gonna go ahead and connect that. I do also like the fact that it has a gasket on here. This is gonna make sure that it stays in place and your connections are not going to be hurt by any water. All right, then we can tuck this up and out of the way. And do the same thing on the driver's side. So what you can do at this point is take some zip ties and clean up all of your wiring, and you're all set to go. So that's gonna wrap it up for my quick review and install. Make sure you like and subscribe, and for more videos like this, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.